welcome to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and we are doing another Get Fit With Me series yoga edition. And today we are actually reviewing yet another new yogi instructor, YouTuber of the melanin variety, just like the last one was, and usually the newer ones are. And this is called the person who's doing this. Her name is Tiana, and she has and the channel is called Yoga with Tiana. And I wanted to find a practice where it was short and sweet, because I think I mentioned in the prior video, because I am filming them back to back type thing, that I was going to try to get a run in, and I'm already running out of time, and my reservation for the brunch is at 1, so I ain't got time to waste. So we are going to hurry up and get to it. But before we do that, this video is called Yoga Lower Back Pain 15 minutes. We already were focusing on the back on the other practice, so I figured, hey, let's continue it and try someone else's routine. We've already there. Let's get more to work on it. Anyway, 15 minutes long, candle burning. Let's get to it. Today we're going to start the practice in a tabletop position. I'm doing some cat and cows to get us started for today. From there, we're going to make our way into an extended child's pose, or a resting pose. Once we've done the cat and cows, we did the cat and cows for about a minute or two. So now this is where we're at now. Next, we're going to make our way to lying on our back. And no, it doesn't call for a bolster, but apparently I do have my little bolster, aka Whisper. She's acting like a bolster today. But yeah, so we're going to be lying on our back, and then we're going to put our knees into our chest and give ourselves a nice squeeze. And then from there, we'll make our way to the next pose. And the purpose of doing that, it is supposed to also help pretty much all of this practice will help release any tension in your lower back. So this is another one of those exercises as far as or poses that helps do that. From doing the nice squeeze and squeeze with our knees on our chest, we then are going to do supine twists on each side. And yes, I have to do a variation for obvious reasons, but of course you want to make sure you get all of it. And you can either do it with the cactus arms, or you can do it with the T. I did choose to do more of a T, but it's up to you on which way you would like to do that. twist. After we do the twist on both sides, we then are going to put our feet on the yoga mat with our kind of like our still lying down, and we then are going to make prep for a bridge pose. But in this case, we are doing a supported bridge, and there are different ways of doing the supported bridge, and I'm showing you, I believe, a couple different ways. You either have a bolster or block. In my case, I am using a block, and then there's different ways you could do the block. You can either have it where it's just at the very low level. You can also have it where it's like medium level or the super high level. I think I kept it at the low level just because that was a bit much for such a easy practice. I would maybe try to do the high level if maybe I was doing more of a high intensity vinyasa practice where my muscles were a little bit more warmed up. But I wouldn't consider that necessarily, even though they're saying in this that that's good for the lower back. I feel like at that point you're kind of more going towards an inverted pose position. You're getting closer to like shoulder stands. It's like to me that's more of an intro to almost a shoulder stand when you are using the highest part of the block. But again, that's just my opinion. After the bridge pose, we're going to do kind of like an opposite pose to that. Actually, you do have a couple of options, but the option I went with was recline supporting cobbler pose or butterfly pose. The other option you could have went with is your feet as wide as a yoga mat with your knees touching each other. So either option you can go with doing, but in both cases it's just kind of a resting pose after doing a bridge that we're doing here. And after that, then I think one of our final poses will then be the happy baby pose. Another great pose that's very soothing on the lower back. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Hi, so that does conclude the video. And yes, you're like, what just happened? I am on my way to brunch, so I gotta get going. But anyway, I would definitely, how I would rate this YouTuber, I would rate this video, it was a 7.5. And the reason why I will say this is because I was expecting it to be actual practice, and it really wasn't a practice. It was more or less like her giving you moves of what you can do to help assist with your lower back. So it was more or less instructional versus like an actual practice per se. And so I was not expecting that. So that's kind of the reason why I kind of got deducted by that. But besides that, I would highly recommend it. for those who just don't necessarily want a practice, but wants instructional, because like that is definitely beneficial and I definitely respect that. And yeah, you can tell I'm running late, and look at this. Towards the end, it is reaching its final leg. Anyway, this is gonna be probably the last day this is happening, because yeah. Anyway, that's not why we're here, but I would give it a 7.5, and I would rate it higher if that's what I was looking for, but that's not what I was expecting or thought what the video was going to be on. So I am going to check out the rest of her channel, though. Maybe try to find some routines that are a little bit more current, because that was from like, I think 3 years ago. So she does have some newer stuff that's uploaded, but I was looking for something that was 15 minutes, and most of her practices are like an hour long, and I didn't have that kind of time for obvious reasons. You could clearly tell your girl's in a hurry. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. Bye.